Continuing on Excel 5, the next part could be a little tricky, so that's why I want to demonstrate it. And this actually allows you to do a different way to select different criteria. I'm going to click on cell O1, and be careful with the O's and zeros because that can be tricky. I'm going to type the word criteria, and I'm going to span this over 3 cells. So I'm going to use the merge and center, and I'm going to use the format painter to format that idea. And I'm not sure why it didn't merge and center. We'll do it again. Below this, they want us to put status, and grade. And if these aren't set up, you can use the format painter to do the same idea. And what we want to do is under this status, they want us to put full-time, this part-time, and the grade of an A. Okay, and if you want to center these, that's fine. This is just for looks. Now what we're going to do in this next line is we're going to actually put a little label here. It's going to be the average full-time experience. And we're going to use a couple arrows just to kind of push this over and make it look nice. One below this, we're going to put average part-time experience. And those arrows just make it look nice. And then grade A count. We're going to actually count how many A's there are. And this again, just put these arrows to make it look nice. Okay, now the actual trick comes in here. I'm going to save it right now because complications do sometimes arise with this. What I'm going to do is under cell R4, I'm going to do this calculation called D average equals D average. And what we do is we put A8 colon J21. And that is pulling, and you can see it puts a border around where our database comes from. We'll put a comma, in quotations, the word experience. And that is the field. And make sure you spell it exactly correct. If not, it could be a problem. And then the criteria, this is O, the letter O2, colon, 03. And see what it's doing is highlighting the status up above there. And if there's any justice in the world, you should get a number here. The number should match up with what's in the book. Now if you don't, and sometimes people get trouble with this, go back and make sure of these things. First, make sure that it is typed exactly, experience is spelled correctly. You have the correct range, A8, J1, or A8 through J21, and then O2, O3 are in fact O's, not zeros, not Q's, not anything like that. Also, make sure that you have, it's looking for full-time, so make sure the word full-time here in cell O3 matches the full-time, the way it's spelled and spaced exactly how it is in the table. Okay, let's continue with the next idea and make sure that this does the same thing. Hopefully it will. This is equal D average. And this one's going to be set up similar. It's going to be A8 to J21. Should highlight the area, experience again. Make sure it's spelled correctly, and then P2 colon P3. And what that's doing is the same idea. It's going to check for, in the table under part-time experience. And should get a number there as well. Okay? Again, if you didn't get a number, if you got divided by 0 or some crazy thing like that, check to make sure that part-time matches the part-time spelling in the table. Make sure that you have experience spelled correctly, or better yet, make sure that the experiences match, and then the ranges are typed in correctly. And then the last idea for this is we're going to add a grade A count. We're going to use a function called dcount. So we're going to say equals dcount A8 J21, same idea. And then we're going to put experience again. Q2 colon Q3. Same idea. It's checking the item up there, and you should get a number of 3. Now let me just, these all worked well. Let me just, for example, go up and do something to make this not work right. Say I put part time spelled differently. Notice what happened. I got a divided by 0. I self-created this problem, but I know the problem is because part-time is not spelled exactly how it is down below. So it has to be spaced, capitalized, everything exactly how it should be down there. The same with these. Make sure these are Q's, not O's, or not some other idea like that. Okay, this part here, for whatever reason, causes the most problem. So if you run into a snag there, check that, those little ideas I mentioned, and hopefully that'll solve the problem.